What's up everybody, it's your boy Duplays here, back with another video. This is my 14th YouTube video that I've been recording in a row. Gen Z's obsession with risking their lives for views kind of reminds me of the crate thing. He's probably going to mention that in the video, I hope. Before we get into this, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Follow my socials, TikTok, Instagram, Discord in the description so I can get more likes, views, comments, shares, subscribers, money, cloud, fame, so I can feel superior to everybody else and become successful and stop being a bum. Let's get into it.
Gen Z is obsessed with risking their lives for views, alright? Like, this shit makes me want to break my leg, alright? Like, let me explain. Listen, I know that over the series of years, we witnessed all sorts of videos, you know, depicting people doing the most dumbest challenges due to it being a trend or like some sort of meme that motherfuckers would want to recreate. You know, for example, the Tide being a trend or
Hold
like...
on, what? The result is sparks, electrical system damage, and in some cases fire. I'm surprised they didn't mention like the electric shock
meme
pain.
that motherfuckers would want to recreate. You know, for example, the Tide Pod challenge. That was
I remember
absolutely
that.
stupid. Like, instead of using your hard-working money and your hands to buy some groceries to cook actual edible food to eat, you would rather use your hard-working money and your hands to buy unedible things to eat, which were Tide Pods, and eat that bullshit for a fucking challenge. A challenge in which you don't even receive any compensation if you do it. A challenge in
fact, if you eat enough of it, it would mess you up, so you lose.
Receive any positive recognition from doing it. The only recognition you gained from it was niggas laughing at you for being an absolute barnacle head.
Barnacle head.
There's no value that you gain from doing it. So yeah, there was that challenge, right?
I'm not done yet, okay?
And probably a few other challenges like the crate challenge and
yeah, there it is. I had a feeling you'd mention it.
Because I just don't really give a fuck. But there've been a lot of sped ass challenges. But fast forward to 2025, and it seems like there hasn't been anything that people have been doing that has really been life threatening, you know? Other than trying to watch a Jack Doherty live stream, there hasn't really been any challenge on social media that has been trending, you know, that has been perilous towards a person's existence. Everything has been calm, right? Wrong. No, you're wrong. All right, I'll tell you what you're right about, though. You're right about there not being a viral challenge that everyone wants to do. But there are still videos of people doing things that are detrimental to their existence. You want to know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about parkour. It's sped parkour, to be exact. Because, you know, there's calm little parkour, but then there's the sped parkour, all right? Look at this video real quick and you'll see what the fuck I mean.
This is the thumbnail, I think.
Let's go!
Okay, so like...
You almost did not make that.
Y'all watched the video, y'all observed the video. Now, whoever enjoys doing this sort of content, let me talk to you personally.
I'm over here stroking my dick, I got lotion on my...
Can I ask you something real quick? Are you by any chance suicidal? You know, are you depressed? Do you have the means of wanting to kill yourself? Are you just done with life, bro? Because I do not see how on God's green earth you're doing this sort of content without having the thoughts of self-harm. Now listen, like, I know what parkour is, and I've seen a bunch of different variations on YouTube, you know, jumping from obstacle to obstacle, pole to pole, doing little front flips and shit here and there, balancing on things and everything. Like, you know, that's absolutely fine. But when you try to do shit like this, it's like,
what the hell,
bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm telling you, bro, one jump too early or one jump too late or one slip on a banana peel and you are instantly deceased. No chance in...
You have made a effy and you are now in the forever box.
Or one slip on a banana peel and you are instantly deceased.
You're done.
No chance in fuck you're surviving that.
Complete fuckery!
I'll put that on my leg. All right, this shit just makes me want to break my leg. If you look at the official definition of parkour on Google, it says that parkour is a physical discipline focused on efficient movement through an environment, utilizing running, jumping, climbing, and other movements to overcome obstacles. It's sometimes described as the art of displacement and emphasizes speed, precision, and creativity. What is creative about almost ending your life? I feel like a lot of these people that do these crazy stunts do it for the thrill, do it for the dopamine that they receive from it, do it for the adrenaline rush. You know, they do these risk-taking things for excitement, but the main incentive to why they do it is for the views, the likes, the followers. That's the main reason. I talked about before on this channel how dopamine as a neurotransmitter sends messages from all parts of the body to your brain as a reaction to you doing something that makes you feel good. It's the reason why people can feel motivated or feel pleasure, and having that sort of feeling in the body and in the brain can reinforce the idea of wanting to perform that same thing over and over again. We have the dopamine itself and the subject that is causing the dopamine surge. The subject at hand is doing sped parkour, which leads to views, likes, followers, which invokes that feeling of dopamine, which then sends such signals down the mesolimbic pathway, which has also been talked about on the channel multiple times, which is a crucial neural circuit that is mainly responsible for why we feel motivated, why we feel pleasure, why we can also get addicted to that high. That is the psychology behind why people do this. This is what happens when you're dopamine dependent. You receive this high from, for example, the likes, the views, the followers, and you're gonna receive such high that you're gonna want to keep doing the same thing, even though you're literally risking your life expectancy. You know, risking your existence down to people that don't even know who the fuck you are IRL. I mean, knowing or not knowing that person IRL wouldn't make a difference, but you guys understand what I mean.
Yeah,
if
we
you
get to.
summoned your soulmate using this technique, this is how quickly you would meet. This is my soulmate's.
I guarantee you, if these niggas made sped parkour videos and they averaged around 8 to 9 views a video after a month, they would quit. If they wasn't making any bread or gaining any clout from this, then they would never even have the idea of wanting to do this shit. Because who the fuck on God's green earth would willingly do this shit for free? You'd have to be a mentally ill, schizophrenic, depressed oddity if you did this shit without planning to record it.
What I deal with my depression, where I feel like a complete I don't want to be alive anymore. This nigga life is terrible.
If you did this shit without planning to record and post it to the internet, I know you gain clout from doing this, but like at what cost, bro?
It's just sad.
You know, this reminds me of something, right? Like this reminds, like, okay, hold on, wait. Have you ever seen these videos where niggas
Wait, whoops, my bad.
Countless amounts of food, you know, unhealthy food that is. Burgers, fries. Now, I'm talking about smoothies, fried chicken, cakes, all that. And whilst they be gaining hella subscribers, hella views, hella money, they be gaining hella weight too. Like they be killing themselves on the inside. Blood pressure through the fucking roof. Cholesterol levels through the fucking roof. Flabs showing through their fucking shirts. It's a terrible sight to see, man, for real, for real. And assuming that this is their only form of generating income, this makes things a lot worse because it's like, bro, you are literally making a living off this shit. Meanwhile, at the same time, killing yourself slowly.
Yeah, making a living off of killing yourself. How oxymoronic is that?
Slowly, which is quite sad. I'm sure there are countless ways of finding ways to balance eating a lot of unhealthy food with maybe working out or going to the gym, but you have to be extremely disciplined with that. It's not easy. This is why you see hella fat people making food content. Like, look at this nigga. Could look like EDP's father. So yeah, not the most ideal job to have, at least to me. And I feel like it's the same sort of conceptualization with sped parkour. Like, they probably do this shit for a living, which is cool. Like, yeah, all right. But you can literally die out of nowhere doing it.
You know, I just had a thought. EDP 445. The EDP could stand for Ethnic Dangerous Predator. That just occurred to me. Alright, let's continue.
These motherfuckers think they got more than one life. Like this is a fucking video game. Like this is Fortnite. Like this is a Lego Batman or a Lego Indiana Jones video game. Nigga, if you die, there is no reboot card, bro. Your face will be on a t-shirt. Niggas think they finna splat on the ground with coins coming out of their body and then
respawn.
Respawn. Like, if you die, you gonna stay dead. The only thing that will come out of you is your soul and blood. That's it. This is not GTA 6. This is not GTA 5. GTA 6 ain't come out yet. Rockstar, for the love of my life.
Yeah, I
the game.
realized.
It's been 12 years. But that's besides the point. Sorry, I got off track. But yeah, not gonna lie, I'd rather go to the military than be forced to do bullshit this dangerous to a degree. Because although I could be dying fighting for my country, I'd rather die knowing I risked my life trying to save my country rather than dying because I was a barnacle head that was bored, had nothing to do, thought I had superpowers like Spider-Man trying to jump from building to building. Another thing is that I prefer a quick, unexpected death, you know? Now, you know, going to war, I could be looking over the foreground, hunting for my next prey, you know, hiding behind a big old boulder, waiting to eviscerate somebody, you know, thinking I'm safe and sound, and then a nigga comes up behind me and just 200 pumps me to the back of my skull. I'm not expecting to die instantly. Meanwhile, if I try to jump off a 300-foot building onto another 300-foot building and I slip or jump badly, I will be plunging to my death. I will be airborne knowing I'm literally about to perish. I will be crying, yelling, heart beating, ass clenching, dick shriveling, and then splat. That is probably the worst way to die, bro. Like, listen, I'm not trying to be a hater. You know? I'm really not. But at the same time, I'm trying to be a hater. Because again,
and then imagine the people that jump from a surface that's high enough to cause them serious harm, but not high enough to kill them. Know you're in pain. You didn't even die. You're alive and you're still feeling it.
Doing that shit is fucking stupid, bro. At least to me, bro. Like, imagine having a spouse and some triplets, and your main source of income is to think that you're a bird with wings that can fly away if you somehow
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman.
Or you didn't time your flip right when jumping off a high building. That would be sad. You know, if I met a girl for the first time and we went to get some dinner, you know what I'm saying? I was getting to know her and stuff like that. And she mentions that she does sped parkour for a living. Well, first things first, she would have to show me proof of her occupation. Like, there's no way I'm gonna just believe that. Like, nigga, if she shows me a video of her attempting to hop on one leg from the top of the Eiffel Tower onto the Arc of Triomphe, I'm out, bruh. I'm walking out. I don't care how fine you is. Like, I'll never indulge in that shit. I'll break my leg before I indulge in something like that. When going out with girls, my leg evaluates whether or not he can have a future with said girls, you know, based on morals, principles, values, character, personality, and vibes. You know, I cannot even begin to fathom a future with somebody that keeps playing Russian roulette with their life. Too stressful. Yeah, anyway, y'all get my point. Listen, content creators. Any content creators that have a passion,
I imagine it's mostly dudes doing it though.
Whatever the fuck you want to do, don't let a nigga like me stop you. Even though I feel like you should let a nigga like me stop you because I'm literally trying to save your life. But you know, I'm just a random nigga on the internet. Like, even if you wanted to backflip off the stairs to heaven for a living, that's cool. You know, as long as you're passionate about it, go ahead, do it. It's your life. But don't be surprised if people like myself clown you for it.
I don't like this. But anyway, that was it, guys. That was my reaction to Gen Z's obsession with risking their lives for views. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.